welcome everyone to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Pittsburgh Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Hokies offense will start this game off with the football. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
Hey, they're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body.
There he goes. Oh, sweet feet. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, what a move. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third.
Turning on the Jets. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And here's the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Pitt Panthers offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads.
Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Trucks through the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Pitt pushing the pace.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Got it behind the line. It's Little. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The play action fake.
You know, the tight end's got to do a better job getting his depth on the route. He's running out to the perimeter of the field, but he's got to get further downfield. He caught that pass behind the line of scrimmage, got tackled, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Wants to pass it. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. And the Panthers, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Panthers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Powers through. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Hokies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that. They've been
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. Did you see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
Here's a heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Hokies will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the ground with the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to
pulls it in down the sideline. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort.
Wide open spaces. Running through contact. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Panthers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The Hokies get enough to move the chains.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Here comes the option. The pitch. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson, and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
Oh, he's got a chance! And a decent gain there before... makes the stop. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking downfield, it's Newton. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And the Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this.
Reads it, fires complete.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Iowa State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Back to throw, it's Newton. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the...
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. Second interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Hit right back to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pulls it in. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him in the flat. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Back to pass, it's Newton. On the run, still looking. On the run, fires downfield.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. For straight line speed, Virginia Tech's had a lot of quarterbacks over the years who had some wheels.
I mean, this guy's got so much gas. He can just get up and go so quickly, and then they bring the fake in there, and there's just a lot to try to stop with this Virginia Tech quarterback.
2nd down coming up. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DB.
Breaks into the open. Hits him with a stiff arm. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The Hokies are flying down the field. Quick release on the RPO. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Hokies will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Snagged in the middle. It's Poe. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Pitt pushing the pace.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the boot, looking for his man. Gets rid of it. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Newton. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers to 3 to salvage that drive. The lead is down to a field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give on the inside. Fights off a defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught behind the line. It's Poe. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. A strike downfield. Racing down the right side. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Once he got a snap, it was all over, right to the house.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Looking downfield, it's Newton. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Grab behind the line. It's downs. If you consider the swing pass an extension of the running game, well, they shut down the run and the swing on that one.
No doubt. Locked him down. Great job seeing it right away. Eyes on the running back as soon as they threw it. Multiple guys breaking on the football, getting to him, not letting him do any damage after the catch.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He did not hesitate, going for it on 4th and short from the 49. He's going to let it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped under the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Poe. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Panthers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on second down. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Facing a third down is short from the 26. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Makes a catch, wants to make a move upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hokies!
And that's the exact opposite of what this defense drew up in the locker room. You want to stop giving up explosive plays. You want to play deep, make the offense earn it, but play one. They put the ball in the air, down the field. DB can't make a play. Not only that, the run after the catch, a disastrous start for this defense.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete to the left. Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Pitt. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Finding an escape route.
when you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
The Hokies decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Pitt right back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Get it out on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy.
Intercepted for the 11th time. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Well, he started rolling to his right. Because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point and he was able to come away with the pick.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The give to the back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And he's got it! Touchdown, Panthers. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined.
There he goes. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads, read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him, and basically you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping it.
And the Hokies with the 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires. Now it's picked off. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.